Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome to race day number 2. The sun is setting, well, we'll say it's rising. We'll say it's first thing in the morning and the sun is rising. We have our 6 Dirty Diesel contestants. They're all from different countries, so there's no, well, we could have because we could swap some of these trains out. Some of these countries have trains that are better suited, especially for the haulage race. Now each one of these does about 100 miles per hour. There are faster trains. The Alco does 117, so that we're not going to include the Alco and the diesel because one of the bonus races I'm going to have is going to be a sort of the Alco sort of race with all the different liveried Alcos that there is in Steam Workshop. So let's meet the racers. We have the GE P42 DC. Top speed 99 miles per hour. Power is 4,310 horsepower, so that's pretty good. It's pretty decent. From the UK, obviously, we have the Class 47 in BR Blue for this race. This train only does 95. It is actually the slowest of the trains, which is a shame. The Britain, again, not really showing up for the event, but hopefully it'll do okay. It might actually do quite well in the haulage race, although it is quite low on power against that American there. We have from Germany we'll say the BR V320DB. There is different liveries for this in different colours, so we'll swap them out as well. Top speed there is 99, 3,800 horsepower. So that is our contestant from Germany. From France, we have the SNCF CC72071. What a mouthful. 99 miles per hour, 3,603. There are many different variants of this that we can swap out as well as we continue through the season. From China, now this guy has 106 miles per hour, so he is the fastest. 5,248 horsepower, that's pretty good as well. So a representative from China, just in the standard livery there. There is different liveries for this train. From Russia we have the TEP 150. Now there also is the TEP 70 as well. This is more, I would say this is more for passengers, or for now I've used it previously, it's always been carrying passenger coaches behind it, but we could swap it out for the TEP 70 as well. We will just have to wait and see. So there are our contestants, are Russian, Chinese, French, German, British and American. We are ready to go. Everyone is waiting at the lights. He's a bit further forward, but it's okay. It's okay. So this may be actually a slower race than I suppose they all do sort of 99. The steam trains were quite slow. These are going to be quite slow as well, so this will be quite a long race. The electrics are quite fast, so I suspect when we do that race tomorrow it'll be quite quick. We'll also have our bonus race as well. There is also a lot of diesel trains from different parts of the world with a top speed of exactly 87 miles per hour, so I may do a little bonus race on that. And in the bonus races, Killer Khans put up the Class A4, the Mallard, as it was meant to be with its adjusted top speed. Now I wish I had this yesterday. Alas, I'd already recorded the episode, so that was a bit of a bummer. I also had a problem with YouTube yesterday. One video was supposed to come out at 8 o'clock at night. The other was supposed to come out at 10 o'clock. I left them, they were processing, everything was fine. I noticed that they weren't coming up on any the YouTube page. I checked again and they were sort of stuck at processing, both of them at 98%. Everything was fine with my internet. I suspect it was something on the YouTube side, which is unfortunate, but hey ho. I think they both randomly appeared, finished processing at like 2 in the morning, and a lot of people ended up watching the second race before the first race, but oh well. So without further ado though, and saying that, I might run the first steam train race again with the new A4, or I may just include it in the next set of races, which is definitely going to be a thing. Right, so we are ready to go. I shall pause the game. Let's set you to go to Lower Emmen. Emmen Branch, you're going to the wrong place, buddy. Or are you going to the wrong place? No, I want everyone to be going to Lower Emmen. Turn around, Lower Emmen. That could have been a disaster. You need to be going to Lower Emmen as well. These are definitely not going to win any races by heading the wrong way, that is for sure. Is this Lower Emmen? Yes, right, so we definitely want them. I set you to go, yes. Didn't want anybody being left behind. Emmen Branch, let's get you going to Lower Emmen. And Lower Emmen, right, so we are ready to go. Race 2, the Dirty Diesels. Let's see how we get on. Wait for the horns. And they are off. Quite an even start there. The Frenchman sort of lagging in the back there. Ooh, there's a lot of smoke. Nice. So it looks like the American's sort of taking the lead. He is on the inside track. Our Brits doing not too bad. Russian sort of going back there. I thought that Russian train was actually faster than 99 miles per hour. Let's get rid of all the rubbish. Let's keep the city names on. So away they go. Is anybody at top flight yet? He's at 89. Another 10 miles to go. 10 miles an hour to go for the American. You're at 75. Ah, they're on a 75 mile an hour bridge. So that's a slow section of track there. No one's really been left behind. Everybody's still running quite close. The Chinamen, ooh, they're struggling on the hill. As they come to a corner, for they have to slow down. This is nice. Let's jump on board with the Frenchman as we go into the first tunnel. He is last. The German just creeping past and no more. The British train is still doing quite good. I am surprised with that. It looks like the Chinaman with his extra 6 miles per hour is sort of taking off. We're only doing 76, so we're well in range of this British number. But he is taking off. We've passed the German, or have we? I see he's buffered there on the left hand side. Nice. 100 miles per hour. Right, this is where the Brit is going to suffer. This high speed section. Well, as high speed as it can be for diesel trains. 106, 100. You are stuck at 95. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate there. The rest of these are at 100. Whoa. The Chinese train is basically running away with it, although there are uphill sections and corners at the end of this section. There they go. China in first, America in second. Third place, hard to tell. The Frenchman is hanging on there. We'll jump on board at the back. 95. Their added 5 miles an hour is really going to kill this train, which is a shame. But they're coming to an uphill section. We'll see how they get on there. We'll jump back on board with this guy, actually. Ah, shame. The poor Brit lagging in the rear there. I'm not sure why it does that. Every time I click off one of these, my screen goes mental. But here we go. The Russians didn't need too bad. It's just to see if we can catch up with this Chinese number. They are actually locked together. It's definitely going to come round to the turns for these three. The Brit, even though it's 5 miles per hour slower, is not falling back that far, so he might actually still have a chance of finishing somewhere other than last. The Chinese train, I suspect, is doing 106. Yes, it is. He's going into the tunnel. There's the American. No sign of the British train. I suspect it's pretty far back, or it is just actually behind it, so he may have a chance. There is some slower sections coming up. See how these trains get on. The Russian train is right here on the right hand side. Now these guys actually, looks like they're closing on the American. Oh, perfect time for an autosave, right during the start lines. Right, let's have a look. Where is Great Britain? Sort of in the back there, unfortunately. China is running away with it. We're going to need the China train to have to be slowed down considerably. I can't speak. Considerably for anyone else to catch him. There he goes there. Quite a quiet train, actually. But these trains will definitely be a bit louder. There's a lot of black smoke coming from the American. There's the other three. And here he goes. Trundling in last. Sounds pretty quiet as well though. Right, they will be coming through the mountain pass. The Chinese train already at the other side. Let's just ride on board with him for the moment. This train is very quiet. Sounds like a heartbeat. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was close. I thought the game was going to freeze or crash there. Right, you're in first, heading over the wooden bridge. How is the battle for second place going? Pretty much unchanged. It looks like the Russian is closing on the American. China head there in the distance. Let's check out our British train. Is he still stuck at 95? This train is also very quiet. It ain't quiet when it starts up. I can assure you that. I've actually heard one of these being started up at the train station in Aberdeen, which is just sort of near where I live. Right, how are we getting on? Is there a slow section of track? I do believe this is a slow section of track. Will the others be able to catch up? I wouldn't think so. Excuse me. Right, he is heading around this corner. Did he slow down at all? He did slow down to 96. So, not by much. He's back up to 100. Now, do any of these guys have to slow down? Definitely the American, because he's got the tighter turn in the inside. He's already down to 97, 96. No, not enough. They're still staying above 95, which is a shame because he needed them to slow down lower than 95 to actually catch them. Right, the Chinese train must be at the other side. It is. This is pretty much the BR-003 of the diesel world. Romping it, flying off in first. Train 1 is the American. Let's jump on board. You're still hanging on to your second position. Now they will be coming to the Valley Pass soon. They'll have to head up the hill just over here beside Bellinzona. And they'll have to bypass Biasca and get up this hill. It shouldn't really affect these trains. They're not hauling anything, so they should be good. Ah. The poor Class 47 stuck in the rear there. Now this German train is quite old compared to the rest, which are newer, but he's hanging in there. There it goes, 100 miles per hour. The China train well in front now. The American seems to be keeping his lead. I may change this bridge for the electric because it's going to be annoying. Is anybody catching this guy? This guy is increasing his lead all the time. He stays at top speed. There's a few cars. Some American pickup trucks there. Strange. Right, let's go and see how you are getting on. Our leader, 106. Let's see if he has to slow down at all while going up the side of here. No, he's still going at max speed, 106. Now if the Alco was here, it does 117. It would more than likely be away by now, it'd be gone. But we'll see how this guy gets on when he comes to do haulage. I was just going to do the same as the steam trains. I was going to have them haul 5. Was it 5 I did the last time, or was it 4? I think it was 5. 250 tons, a Metro liner or Westfleet rail carriages, and see how they get on as well. They may be unfazed. These things are pretty powerful, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let's see how the battle for second is commencing. It looks like the American is getting away. Wow, he's alright. Is anybody catching up on this guy? They're still at 100, so that's no good for our British train. They can only be 95. So I do believe the next train course will have to be more technical, so these guys have to slow down more. This is quite a fast-paced course. There will be sort of faster paced course and slower paced course with more corners and things that we won't actually really see till we do the haulage race. The French train there is just in front. Now there's a slow section at the other end of this bridge. You can see the Chinese train up there in the distance. It's a fair bit in front. He's going to be the first person to hit the slow section as he comes into the Valley Pass. Here he is there. Right, how far away from you, the slow section are you? It's definitely quiet for a diesel train, or maybe a sound bug. I'm not too sure. Right, let's see how you get on. Right, you're approaching the slow section now. You are on the outside for this first section, which is fine. This may be Great Britain's only chance to sort of gain back more ground, is going through these turns. Right, slow it down to 80. It's eerily silent going through the mountain pass. He's down to 71. He's down to 60. I do believe the steam train slowed down to about 55 here. He's down to 56. And then he'll be able to open up round the bend and down into the valley. There's a long downhill section. Now let's check out our second place runners, because this is where things may change. You are down to 77. He's a fair bit in front though, so he might actually keep his second place. He is down to 59. He's on the outside, so he can carry more speed than the guys on the inside here. No sign of the British train. The Russian train suffered going round that corner, definitely. Now it's back on a race. It's back on acceleration. There's the Brit coming round in the background. So it looks like you've got second. Pretty much. The Russians suffer. There's our little British train. You managed to carry 62 through there. But these trains are already up past 95. Come on, accelerate. Ooh, I love that. The seats there. That's a nice little touch. Right, 95. Where, oh, it's here we're going for. Let's see, the other guys are round the other side, so definitely a last place for Great Britain. Oh my god, there's been a development. You've lost your second place. The Frenchman is now in second, Russians in third. The German is gaining quite quickly. Let's jump on board with him. Or it looked as though he was gaining. There is no sign of the Chinese train. It's well gone. No sign of it at all. It must be about over here somewhere. Right, this German is being left. It looks like the Amtrak or the GE train has got its third place back. And the British train is just up there. Let's go and find our leader. Wow. He's already down here at Wassen. Doing 106. Let's jump on back on board with the German. See how the second place is going. Frenchman still in second. So I do believe there's a corner back there. As they come out of the tunnel near Alpe d'Huez. And any train on this inside track here tends to suffer greatly. There's our British train. He looks a bit more closer. But these trains are doing 100. The Frenchman there stealing the second place from the American. Now it's on to Russia and America for third place. Let's have a look and see where the next slow section of track is. They may have to slow down here, especially trains on the inside. Now I should have studied this guy. You're still at 106. You're heading down to Briston, and then you'll be heading back up. So he'll pretty much be almost finished soon. Right, let's... Wow, that's pretty terrible. I should fix that. But it doesn't matter. It's a nice view, a lovely view of the Alps there. With the dirty diesels polluting the beautiful alpine air. Right, where is Great Britain? Come on, little buddy. Where are you? You're only just coming in here. Uh-oh. Escaped. There we go, landslide. He's at 85. Why are you not at 95? Did they slow down? No, you're at 100. They maybe did slow down, but I just never noticed. You're trying to get your second place back. You are closing on him. Now there is a really slow section just as they come near the end. They should be, no, they slowed down there at 94. How much did you slow? You're down to 93. He must be even slower, yes. So that's good for our little British train. Well, that's a good because he's still back here. He's back up at 95. Right, the battle for second place. Let's see, let's look from the Russian perspective. Now this GE just needs a bit more acceleration. Come on, you can do it. There they are, they slowed down to 75 there, they're getting back on the power. Coming through here, there's a slow section here that comes down to 75. Another landslide there. The American has to deal with a hell of a lot of landslides. Right, they're on the slow section. They can only do 75 through here. Now, that's quite a slow section. The British train will have had to have slowed down for that as well. And he'll definitely have to slow down as he gets onto this bridge. He's only doing... yes, slowing down. That's a shame. He needed to gain some time there. And then on to 75. Away he goes. Now, these guys probably did not catch the Chinese train, which is now lost to me. I suspect it's in this tunnel. Uh-oh. Ooh. Every time the game freezes like that, I a small heart attack. There he is. He's only in 102. Still faster than the guys in second and third. There he is, back up to 106. Again, like a ninja. Silent. He's pretty much got it made, I would say. Let's go and find our second place trains as they head through. This is my favourite little part, this little tunnel entrance that goes through the trees. The American back in second. That's pretty good. Let's jump on board the German. The Russian train is actually right there. So there is a battle for fourth going on. Oh no, the battle has been lost. The Russian train is creeping past there. Now that Chinese train is starting to head down on the last sort of leg towards Emmen. Can't see it there. So it may be past this section completely. You are creeping back in front of this Russian train, which is strange because you're both doing 100 miles per hour. He's had to slow down for this section, okay. Up on top of the mountain, yes. The rest of the guys are still well back over there. There we go, drone cam. Coming down the mountain. Right, you're back up to 95, back up to 100. So these guys will have to slow down as well. So, let's hope during the Hollands race they can claw some points back from this Chinese train. It was actually a real challenge to find diesels. There are a hell of a lot of trains in the Steam Workshop, but there's not that much diesel trains. Diesels are more normally for freight. Oh dear God, that was a hell of a time to select this train. Yeah, diesels are more built for freight, so, which is weird. In the UK there are a lot of diesel passenger trains. Right, let's go and bring you out. There. They did have to slow down. The British train is there in the background. Come on, little buddy. Oh, you have to slow down for this section. That is unfortunate. There we go, very nice. How far ahead is the Chinese train? Oh, there it is. So you can't actually see the other guys in the background there as we head down past Ingerbol. You're at 105. You are about to hit a slow section of track though as you cross this bridge. How does it look from the vehicle? Not very good. You can't actually see it. Oh, there he is. Now, do these trains have? Do these guys have to wait? How are you getting on? Right. Go away, Zachary Green. Once these come down again, it'll be for the next set of trains. We'll jump on board a car. Preferably one right at the gate. Right, you had to slow down to 58 there. You are about to hit a fast section on the way back to Emmen. Where are these guys? There they are. So again, we've still got the American and the Frenchman fighting for second place there. We'll jump on board with Millie Roberts to watch these guys going past. I hear them. Looks like you've secured fourth. Maybe. Now they are entering a slow section. Let's see if that makes any difference to the placing. You'll have to slow down considerably for this. Let's check their speed. 62. The outside track might actually give the American the second place here. Ooh. Just. You're back on the power, but do you have enough acceleration to get past this guy? Maybe not. Let's see if our British train. There it is, catching. It is catching. Right, they're back up at 95 though. So his brief little moment to catch them has gone. You are entering a slow section there, buddy. Unfortunately. Down to 61. The rest of them are taking off in the distance. Now, do you have second place? And let's go and get the Chinese train before it actually finishes. It ain't finished yet. I don't know where it is. I think it's there. Right, you have to slow down for this section. Through the tunnel there are some bends. Down 64. And the rest are behind you doing exactly 100 miles per hour. Now the haulage race will also be in reverse. I'll probably change the time of day as well to make it a bit more brighter. We'll have one race at dawn or dusk and one race just during the daylight. So that'll make it a bit different. Right, you're at 82. You then just need to come across here for the win. Now, these guys, we'll keep an eye on this guy because he's almost finished. You're on a bridge section, you're there. Back up to 106. I want to see these guys going through here. See if there's any change. Right, we're approaching a corner where the Frenchman might be able to claw some distance back. It doesn't look like it. And he's going to lose speed going around this corner. Or is he? Ooh. Right, here is our winner. The DF11 diesel locomotive from China in first position there. Let's go back to these guys. The American is just in front. See if I can select them. There we go. You go away. He's back up to 100. And he should carry 100 through this last section. So he should be good for second. Our Frenchman in third. Ooh. And it looks like our Russian in fourth. And our German in fifth. So, some well-earned points there. That was a bit more interesting that these four trains were sort of grouped together. But our British train really does suffer with that 5 miles per hour less. So here we have a second place win, or second place for the American, third for the Frenchman, and fourth for the Russian, fifth for the German. Well done. Well, it was never an issue that they weren't going to finish the race. Right, you just hold your horses there, buddy. Let's go and find our British train. He's not actually that far behind. He did a valiant effort, I must say. Ah, shame. Poor guy. Poor guy. Right. Here he goes, crossing the finish line in 6th place. So you fought well, but unfortunately, he may do better during the haulage. We will have to wait and see. But here he is in 6th position. Right, we'll stop you, just in case you get any ideas. So that's it for race 1. The Chinese train there, the DF11, coming home for the win. It's superior speed winning out at the end, and it won by a fair distance, so it is quite a good train. The American in second just snuffed the French train out there for second place. Our French train in third, our Russian train in fourth, and our German train in fifth. And last but not least, our British train, the Class 47, in sixth. So that's it for race 1 here at the Alps. The next race will be the haulage race, and we'll see how they get on. But let's go and look at the scores after the first race. So there we have it. Here is the race results after race 1. China there getting 6 points for the win. USA in second for 5 points. France getting 4 points there for finishing third. Russia 3 points. Germany second last for 2 points. And Britain, again, just like in the Steam section, only securing 1 point. So hopefully he'll do better in the next race. But that's it for the end of race 1, and stay tuned for race 2.